Hello, class. Yesterday, we practiced narrative writing planning to get you ready for some writing. So let's go ahead and review some of the steps we take in order to get started on narrative writing. The first thing we need to do is pick a topic. And we want this topic to be a snapshot of a bigger topic. We also know that authors write about experiences. And recently we've shared some different ways that we sharpen the saw. Some of you like to play board games. Some of you like to create with blocks or Legos or art supplies. A lot of you told me that you like to do sports such as swimming, soccer playing, basketball, gymnastics. Sometimes you share some things that happen to you that are not so happy, and those are experiences that you can write about. Just as being excited about something happening is a great topic. Now, going back to swimming, I'm going to think about riding a bike. That's a great experience. If I look down below, it says to pick a topic, but I only want a snapshot. That means that if I choose bike riding, I'm not going to talk about every bike ride that I've ever been on. I'm going to pick one special bike ride or one that I recently did, just so I could talk about that one bike ride, just a snapshot of the big topic. Tomorrow, we're going to be learning about a boy who wants to learn to whistle. Maybe you kids want to accomplish something, and you could choose that as your topic. So again, step one to narrative writing is to pick a topic. Once you have a topic in mind, you need to think. You need to think about the parts of your topic. A great helper with that is to plan with story elements. So as I'm closing my eyes and I'm thinking about my bike ride, I'm thinking about who is there. My mom, my dad, my sister, and of course I'm there. And where are we exactly? Well, we are in the house or near the house, and we are on my cul-de-sac, which is a street. Now I'm thinking about what happened on this day. Well, I wanted to ride my big bike, but I kept having problems. Now, when I sketch across the pages, I will talk about those problems and solutions. But for right now, I just am thinking about what happened. And then at the end, I am super excited that I accomplished it. I did it, and I was super proud of myself. Once I've thought of my idea, I'm going to rehearse and sketch at the same time. I touch across the story squares and rehearse the story as I sketch. You can see an example of one I've done before, and then an example of a more recent. So I've chosen my topic, and I've already thought about my topic, and now I'm going to rehearse. Now, I've already done my rehearsal with you, so I just went ahead and took that out, and I'm going to reread it and add some labels. I'm actually rehearsing again as I label. This is going to help me to write my sentences more fluently. When I was a little girl, I had a bike. It was a little bike. And on my 8th birthday, I was hoping and thinking that maybe I would get a big bike. Well, I was super excited. After I had opened all of my presents, my mom said, "There's one more present for you out in the backyard." When I walked out, there it was, my beautiful new yellow bike. It was bigger and it was fancy. It had one of those handlebars that had hand brakes instead of pedal brakes. My mom and my sister and dad and I went out to the cul-de-sac in front of our house because that was a safe place to ride a bike. And it was time to get started. I was ready to learn to ride my new bike. Well, I was very disappointed when I got onto my new bike and my feet would not reach all the way down to those pedals. My seat was too high. I couldn't ride my bike like this. Well, I was grateful and relieved when my dad came out with a wrench. He worked on that seat for a couple minutes and then I hopped on and it was a perfect height. Thanks, Dad. Well, while all that was going on, my sister was riding her bike around and around. She kept saying, "It's easy. You can do it. It's easy." Well, I was a little nervous, but then I was determined. But that uneasiness was still there. So I looked at my mom and asked her for some help. She was happy to hold on to the back of my seat and run alongside me as I started pedaling. While I was going fast, I glanced back and saw my mom wasn't there any longer. She had let go. I was riding my bike all by myself. I felt very proud of myself that day.